Andrea here. Happy Thursday or Friday Eve, right? It's almost the end of another week. Hoping you had a great day today. Here in New York, the weather was kind of crummy and rainy. Not a good day to be outside, so hoping you made the most of it inside. Whether you played some games, probably just lounged around, watched lots of TV, your iPad, whatnot. Whatever you did, again, I hope you had a great day. The story I chose for tonight's read aloud is called Freeda the Cheetah. And do you know what a cheetah is? It is a type of big cat. Okay, and it's a cat that has spots. And we usually see a cheetah in the Sahara in Africa, right? They like to live on the grasslands, or you might see a cheetah at the zoo, and they're very beautiful. Okay, and just to give you a little preview as to what the story is going to be about, because I don't want to tell you too much, Frida the cheetah and all the African animals, they love to play hide and seek. Do you guys like to play hide and seek? It's a good game to play, especially on a day like today where it's rainy, right? I used to love playing hide and seek when I was younger, especially finding different hiding places and things like that. So, just something I want you to think about while we are reading the story today. I want you to think about playing hide and seek either with your friends or your brother or your sister or maybe even your mom or dad, and what are some different hiding places that you have? Are you good at hiding? Are you better at finding? I remember I was always better at finding than hiding. I didn't always pick the best places to hide. Um, so I just want you to think about that, okay? As we are reading. Okay? And the other thing I wanted to mention about cheetahs, besides being a big cat and having spots, they're also super fast, right? So, do you think maybe that would be a good thing to be very fast when you're playing hide and seek? Let's see. Okay. All right. Elephant's trunk covered both of his eyes, while the animals all ran away to go hide, right? So when we play hide and seek, one person has to count, right? They'll close their eyes, right? Why are they going to close their eyes? They don't want to see where their friends are hiding, right? Because that's the whole point of the game. So they'll close their eyes, and he's going to count while they find a good hiding place. Okay. Across the savannah, the grasslands in Africa, right? The herd of them thundered. So a herd is another name for a large number, okay? Thundered as Elephant counted out 1 to 100. Well, my goodness, can you imagine playing hide and seek and the person had to count from 1 to 100? It would take a really long time, right? Usually when we play hide and seek, you might count from 1 to 10 or maybe from 1 to 20. And it looks here like he's counting from 1 to 100 and he's going to say every single number from 1 all the way to 100. That's going to take a super long time, right? What are some other ways you think that he can count that will be much faster for him to get to 100? He can count by fives, maybe, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, right? That's a lot faster. How else do you think he can count to get to 100 really fast? He can count by tens, right? Can you guys count by tens? Let's see if we can do it together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, right? So there's different ways that he can count to 100 to make it faster, right? Because he's going to be counting for a super long time. And then if the other animals find their hiding place right away, they're going to be waiting for him for a long amount of time, right? Okay. So here we go. How beautiful it looks, right? They pittered and pattered in every direction. They were all pretty good at avoiding detection, right? So they're running away very fast to find their places. And detection means they couldn't be seen or heard, right? Because when you play hide and seek, you have to be very quiet when you're finding your hiding place. Why do you think you need to be quiet when you're finding your hiding place? If you make too much noise, the person that's trying to find you can listen, right? And they'll hear you maybe knock over a pillow or maybe trip over a toy on the floor, right? Or maybe they'll hear you open and close a door. So you have to make sure that you're super, super quiet when you play hide and seek. So they are all running away. What kind of animals are playing hide and seek with the elephant? What animals do you see here? We see a zebra, right? A little hedgehog, a lion. I couldn't, I can't remember the name. I think it's an antelope. I'm pretty sure it's an antelope, right? And a little mouse. And we see even a turtle, right? Oh boy. So, all these animals, which animal do you think is going to find their hiding place the slowest? The turtle, right? Why? Because the turtle is so slow, right? Oh boy. Okay, so there's Mr. Elephant. He's still counting. But the very best player of hide and go seek was Frida the Cheetah of Mozambique. Okay, so Mozambique is a place in Africa. Okay, and there's Mr. Cheetah. And like we had talked about before, he's very good at hide and seek because he can run super fast. And he's super sneaky, right? And I'm sure he could find lots of good hiding places. Right? What do you think would be a good hiding place for a cheetah to be in the Sahara? The Sahara has lots of grass, right? And lots of trees. So where do you think would be a better place for him to hide, the grass or the trees? Maybe the trees, right? Because the reason I say this, think about a tree's colors, right? It's brown for the trunk and then the green leaves. And then the Sahara, the tree's trunks are very, very fat and big, right? And then look at our cheetah here, right? He has brown spots and he's tan. So he could probably blend in with the trees or even the grass, right? Because in the Sahara, the grass grows really, really tall. So there's lots of good hiding places for these animals, right? Okay. She ran like the wind and walked like the breeze. So she's very quiet on her feet and she's very quick. And those are two very good things to have when you are playing hide and seek. The elephant won't be able to hear her and she's going to go super, super fast, right? In fact, so fast, if you look at the picture here, you might be saying, hey, how come it looks so weird, the background? It looks kind of fuzzy. The author is trying to show us that she runs super, 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 super fast, right? So that is why the background looks like that. She's whizzing past it so, so fast. Okay. As she crouched in the grass and she hid behind trees, right? She's right behind the elephant. She has to be super, super quiet, right? And look at her behind the tree. Oh, so this is perfect. You see, this is what I was saying about the trees earlier. You see how big and thick it is? So she would be able to hide behind there and the elephant wouldn't see her, right? Because it's not a skinny trunk, it's a big fat one. Okay. She had stripes on her face and brown spots all around, and when she would hide, she could never be found. So how about you guys? I had asked you this earlier to think about it. Are you really good at hiding? And what are some of your favorite hiding places? Are you very quiet and sneaky when you are hiding? Right? Okay. What do you think, looking here at this picture, what would be a bad place to hide? If they were playing hide and seek, where would you not want to hide in this picture? The water, right? Why not? Because you could be seen immediately. When you're playing hide and seek, you want to make sure you're hiding behind something that either is taller than you or bigger than you, that kind of covers you almost, right? If you're going to stand right here in the water, you're going to be seen right away. Okay. Elephant searched about all afternoon. He found every potamus, the hippos, right? Skunk and baboon. So, where was the hippo hiding? Looks like the hippo was hiding under the water, right? We always find hippos in the water, but he hid underneath, right? So I'm sure maybe the elephant maybe saw the hippo breathing, the little bubbles on the water, or whatever it might be. Maybe he saw the hippopotamus's ears. Okay? How about the baboon? The baboon is like a type of monkey, right? So where was the monkey hiding? He was hiding behind this big rock, right? Do you think that was a good place for the monkey? It sure was, right? It completely covered him. And then it looks like our little skunk maybe was hiding in the tree somewhere. But the elephant was able to find the three of them. Okay, let's see. He looked to the west and he looked to the east. He found every zebra and blue wildebeest. Okay, so these are the wildebeest. I called them another animal before. I remember seeing them in the Lion King movie, and I couldn't remember the name. I think I called them antelopes. They're wildebeests. And here are the zebras, right? So it looks like they were also hiding away in those trees. Do you see the cheetah anywhere, though? There's no cheetah. All right. Whoops. Okay. As he crissed and he crossed all along the savannah, he found all the monkeys. Where were they hiding? Behind the bananas, right? They were hiding up in those trees behind all these yummy bananas. Was that a good hiding place? It was, right? But Elephant was able to find them. Okay. He found every one of them, all the animals, except Frida the cheetah. He just couldn't find that unfindable cheetah, right? He can't find her. She's in a really awesome hiding place. He's looked everywhere, and that's why he looks so sad, right? He wishes he could have found all of his friends. He doesn't know where to look. And the sun is starting to set. Okay, so all the animals joined in the search. Every lion and mouse, every turtle and urchin. So all his friends are going to try and help to see if they could find Cheetah, because now I think they're getting a little worried. Like I said before, it's getting dark. She's been gone for a really long time, right? Elephant is very upset about this. So when our friends are upset, we always try to help. Okay. So, what do you think would be a good way for them to search for the cheetah? What would be a good thing for them to do? Maybe they should split up into small groups, right? Maybe three animals go in one direction, another three animals go in another direction, and then three other animals go somewhere else, right? That way they can cover more area, and because, you know, they'll have many more eyes looking, they might be able to find her, right? Rather than all searching in the same areas, it's going to take a lot longer. Kind of like, let's say mom lost her car keys in the house, and she said, I don't know where to find them. And you say, okay, I'll help. But if you're going to follow your mom everywhere where she goes looking for them, it's not going to do any good. What you should say is, okay, mom, you look downstairs. I'll look upstairs, or you look in your bedroom and I'll look in the kitchen, right? You split up, you cover more ground that way. Okay, so let's see if they'll be more successful now. No one knows where she hides, but they know where she doesn't, because the places they've looked were the places she wasn't. Oh, and look, a new friend has joined us, the coyote, right? So they're looking everywhere. They've looked in places in the water, the trees, rocks. She's not anywhere. She must have picked a really good hiding place this time, right? Where do you think she is? She was hiding behind the tree before, right? But I guess she must have moved. Remember, I said she's very quick and fast, so, and quiet. They looked from the lake to the highland plateau. Where, oh, where, they cried out, did that crafty cat go? So they have no idea, right? Okay. So let's look at these animals here. Which one is the biggest one? The elephant, right? Look how big he is. Which one is the smallest animal? It looks like the hedgehog, right? I mean, the mouse also is small, but I think the hedgehog is even smaller, right? And what are the medium-sized animals? So which animals are not too big and not too small? I would say the lion, the wildebeest, and the zebra, right? The turtle is also kind of small. Okay. They scanned the horizon for signs of her motion. They looked out on the waves of the Indian Ocean. They're even looking out at the water to see if they could find her. Maybe she went out and she got stuck, right? And they look very, very concerned, right? They don't know where she is. So, have you ever, when you played hide and seek, did you ever have trouble finding your friends or your family members? Was their hiding spot super, super good? Did they ever have trouble finding you? I want you to think about that, okay? Well, that's it. I'm giving up now, Elephant said. It's time to go home and get ready for bed. I've had quite enough of this rigmarole, so I'm going to get back to my watering hole. Oh, so he's giving up. So when you're playing hide and seek, are you supposed to give up if you didn't find somebody? No, right? Sometimes it can be very difficult and it may take a long time, but you have to keep looking, right? Because what if the person hiding, they're not going to know that you just gave up looking for them, right? You can't do that, my friends. So think about that the next time you're playing hide and seek. And if you're having a lot of trouble finding your friends or your family members, just remember they're not going to know if I give up. So you have to keep looking, okay? All right. But the others keep searching. They looked all around, right? So his friends are much more better, and they realize, no, we still have to look, right? We must find our friend. Okay. Ooh, there he is. They're still looking now, but they still haven't found the world's best player of hide and go seek. So, are you starting to figure out another reason why he is the best player of hide and go seek? Let's see. See if you could figure it out. Remember, first he was behind the tree. Now he's behind this flower. Why is he the best player of hide and go seek? That crafty old cheetah from Mozambique. And now where is he? He's high up in the trees, right? Who runs like the wind and walks like the breeze. So he's super quick and super sneaky, right? So if you happen to see her, would you point her out, please? Oh boy, so those African animals on the savannah, they can't find her, but let's see if we can, okay? I want you to look really closely at this picture, and she's hiding somewhere. Can you find her? Can you find Freeda the cheetah? Where is she? Is she over here? Is she over here? Or is she over here? I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. Let's see if you can find her. I found her. I had to look a little bit longer earlier, but I finally found her. Did you guys find her? Okay. If you need extra time to find her, you can pause the read aloud now at this point. But if you already found her, we can continue on, okay? Where is she? She's hiding behind the rock, right? You see her right here, that sneaky little cheetah. Good job finding her. And then they show us a map of Africa. Okay? So Africa is made up of all these different places, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I had asked you towards the end of the story, why is she considered such a good player for hide and go seek? And I gave you a hint. I said she hid behind the tree, that she was behind the flower, right? That she was up in the tree and now she's behind the rock. She moves super fast and she's super quiet when she moves around. So she wasn't just staying in one hiding place, right? Throughout the story, she kept changing her hiding spot. Like, when you play hide and seek, you're like, okay, I'm going to find a hiding place. I'm going to hide behind the couch. And you stay there the whole time until you get found. She is very sneaky, right? She knows she could move around with nobody hearing her. And she could move super fast so nobody can see her. So while Elephant was looking around, she kept moving to a different hiding spot. Do you understand now why she's the best player? It's a good idea, right? Do you think that maybe the next time you play hide and seek, you might do that? Can you be as quiet and fast as the cheetah? You should check it out the next time you want to play. In fact, today, at least here in New York with the rainy weather, was a perfect day to play hide and go seek, right? So maybe tonight you can try to play a game and you could be like the cheetah. Okay, so that'll do it for the story. Hope you enjoyed. I thought it was a little cute story to read about playing hide and go seek, which is one of my favorite games. Couple of extensions, okay? Throughout the story, I was asking you guys to think about when you play hide and go seek, are you better at hiding or are you better at finding? So I want you to draw a picture or write about that, okay? Second extension question is, when you hide, where is your favorite place to hide? Everybody has like a particular spot that they like to hide in, or do you like to change up your spot? So every time you play hide and seek, it's a different spot. Okay? Where do you like to hide and why is it, or why do you think it's a good hiding spot? You can draw a picture or write about it, okay? All right. The third extension is what we just talked about. Why is Frida the cheetah so good at hide and seek? There were 3 reasons why. You can draw a picture of her or you can write about it. Okay, why is she so good at playing hide and seek? Okay, the next question is, what was the problem in this story? And there was a problem, right? So, what was the problem? And were they able to solve the problem? And I'll give you a hint. Me and you were able to solve the problem, but were the animals able to? Okay? All right. Um, Another question I'm going to ask you is, what are some of the other animals that played the hide and seek game in this story? And an extra bonus question is, can you remember all the places that they hid? If you need to, of course, try to do it on your own first to remember, but if you can't, you can always go back to the story. Okay? Um, And I guess the last extension question is, I want us to go a step further in this story, okay? This story ended with the animals not being able to find her. So if you were to write an additional page to this story, does she finally reveal her hiding spot the next day when she realizes nobody's looking for her anymore? Does Elephant go out the next day and finally find her? So you pretend to be the author, and I want you to continue the story. What would happen next? Okay? What do you think will happen? Does she get found, or does she continue hiding, or does she give up? What happens next? Okay? And however you choose to answer that, you would not be wrong, right? Because the author left it off at she's still hiding and nobody knows where she is. So any, you know, choice that you decide to make and how the story ends is up to you. Okay? So be creative with it. Alrighty. So I guess that will do it for tonight's Read Aloud. Again, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and well. Hope you're continuing to stay happy and being kind. Of course, still showing empathy to others. Remember, putting yourself in other people's shoes, understanding how they feel is really, really important. And Elephant, I feel in this story, wasn't showing much empathy, right? He couldn't find his friend. And then instead of continuing to look for her, he says, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just going to go to bed. And when our friends are in trouble, right? Where we need to look for our friends. We don't want to give up on them, right? It's always important that we help our friends no matter what. So he wasn't showing much empathy, right? But you should definitely continue to do that. It's always good to put yourself in another person's shoes. And last but not least, stay blessed because you truly are. Okay? And I will see all of you guys tomorrow night. Okay? So enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. Bye bye.